Coco Gauff, another classic post-match interview. We're going to talk about her sneakers and who she faces next. And of course, as always, this video is brought to you via the Doctrine of Fair Use, the Fair Dealing, and the Digital Millennium Act. Coco Gauff advances to yet another quarterfinal here in Australia. And in fact, she joins Serena Williams as one of 5 players to have multiple seasons with 9 straight wins. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Last year, she reached the semifinals on a 10-match win streak. And if she wins this match coming up against Paula Badosa, yeah, she'll be on another 10-match win streak to start this season and a 13, or should I say 12-match win streak dating back to last year where we saw her take out Kenwin Jung and Aryna Sabalenka. That's right, guys. In the post-match interview, she would talk about her sneakers. It's got to be the sneakers. That's right. She said her sneakers were inspired by her father, who wanted her to play basketball. Now, I asked a question in the first video before the match. Do you guys think Coco Gauff can dunk a basketball? I think she probably could. At minimum, do you think she could grab a 10-foot rim? I think she could as well. Do you see her routine at the net? Her vertical leap is insane. It's very intimidating. She's very athletic. But again, very humble, very classy. She was asked if she knows who she faces in the next round. She said, yes. I try to get my mind off of the match, essentially, not exactly in those words, but she said sometimes she wanders, just to kind of stay focused and stay mentally fresh. And she's like, look, I can see the score right there, right? Yeah, so Badosa, she took out Olga, like I said. Anastasia took out Donna Vekic, like I said. Vekic was very tired. I knew that would happen. Another first set tiebreak. No defense being played in that match. Now, we're going to have a showdown. Anastasia is going to take on Sabalenka. I know I told you guys that I wanted Mira to win. Okay, I know how good Sabalenka is. I know Mira is only 17. She's got a lot to learn. That's just me wanting Mira to win. Sabalenka wins, but nonetheless, guys, she's going to take on Anastasia. I think that's going to be a firefight, and Coco's going to take on Badosa, which she knows, right? She glanced up at the scoreboard. Local for Coco. Yes, we are, ladies and gentlemen. The stats, very straightforward, guys. If you see there, Coco Gauff won the first service, 77% to 56%. Like I said, Belinda was averaging about 65% of her first serves won, while Coco was right around at 80% of her first serves won. Coco just had to play her game. She's going to win this match, right? I also talked about how Belinda was making a lot of double faults, but giving up a lot of breakpoint opportunities. Coco was very efficient this match in breakpoint opportunities. And we saw in the second and third sets as Coco finally came on like she should have been playing all match long. And she converted, right? 6-2 in the second set, a breadstick in the third set. That's what she really should have been doing all match. I just felt she started a little slow. And look, not a knock to Coco. Let's just give Belinda credit for attacking the forehand, doing what she needed to do. And overall, guys, Coco Gauff got the job done. 42 winners to 13. Are you crazy, man? She really pushed the pace, right, guys? And overall, I mean, in this match, consistent with break points, 5 for 7 on breakpoint opportunities. So Coco had a really good match. She's going to take on Badosa. Can she beat Paula Badosa? That's what you guys want to know. All right, so they've played 6 times. The head-to-head is split at 3, but Coco's won the last 2. Now, Badosa, she was in good form last season, so we're not going to bypass last season. They played in Rome on clay. It went 3. Gauff won the second and third sets after dropping the first. And they played in Beijing, right, recently. Again, it went 3 sets after dropping the first set. Gauff won 6-4, 6-2 in the second and third sets to win the match. Of course, Coco, I'm picking to defeat Badosa. Badosa's in good form. She's playing good tennis, but I think this was the test she needed to know that against Badosa, she's going to have to start fast. When Badosa's behind, she doesn't really play well from behind. Coco does play well from behind. And in fact, she talked about in the post-match interview how her dad said a couple seasons ago she had a very bad stat line that when she loses the first set, there's a good chance she loses the match. So Corey said to Coco, you need to get tougher mentally. And of course, here she's very focused mentally. This is the most focused I've ever seen Coco. So personally, I do think she's going to get past Badosa. She's going to set up that class with Sabalenka. I'm not, and again, much like Bencic and Badosa, I'm more worried about Badosa than I would be Sabalenka. I'm not. Coco knows how to play Sabalenka. She can beat Sabalenka because Sabalenka is going to give you a lot of opportunities. She's going to double fault. She's going to put up 40, 50 unforced errors if you really press her. She'll make the mistake. She'll force. She'll get frustrated. She'll slam her racket. And that gives your opponent confidence. So I'm not worried about Sabalenka. I would be more concerned with Badosa. But again, I think she beats Badosa. I think she's playing too good right now. And yes, the announcers did mention, before this tournament how she was a clear lock to win it. But again, indoor hard versus outdoor hard, it's a little different. Of course, the roof is open. So technically this would be outdoor. But it's a lot different from indoor. The courts play a lot faster. Coco's able to use her athletic ability a lot more, much like Alicia Park. So Saudi Arabia, she was playing better tennis. It's these courts, it's these conditions. She's still playing good tennis, but not in the same with the United Cup, not at that level, right? Indoor hard. It's a lot faster, right? It's a lot less elements you're dealing with. And that's how I personally think they should bring a fifth slam, make it in China, and make it indoor hard. Because I think the ladies, we should have a slam for essentially all of the elements, right? We have clay, we have grass, Australian Open, US Open. I mean, yeah, whether the roof is closed at Arthur Ashe can make a difference, but how about an entire slam with just indoor hard? I think that would be pretty cool. And I think Coco would win that as well. But Coco Gauff, she advances. She's going to take on Badosa next. Not worried about Badosa. I think she wins that match as well. She looked great tonight. She showed great mental composure. And like I said, don't worry, guys. The numbers look good. Coco's going to win this match. But I did see Bencic winning a set, which she did. She played well. Classy player. But Coco Gauff, standing on business, gets the job done again. Tennis in a Minute. Like the video, hit the super thanks. I'll see you guys soon. Stay tuned for the fastest minute in tennis. We're going to talk the other matches and do a quick rundown. I'll be right back.